first question. Rachel says, Rachel here, my boyfriend and I are struggling. Will we make it?
Yeah, so I'm going to say this to you, Rachel. Get yourself into a different mindset and really shift yourself. Come from a more eyes outside type of person instead of being in, and it's hard, I know, when you're in a relationship to look at the relationship unattached to it. But what I do see for you guys is, this union, it's something that's meant to help strengthen you guys in yourselves. Okay, so working on you is going to help the relationship to improve itself. And I do see you guys being okay as long as you can kind of get out of the ego. Okay, so don't get too scared and don't get overwhelmed with everything that's going on. Okay. Yeah.
All right, next question. Anda says, will I get pregnant this month? Please, need some hope.
So I hear 2 months, honey, but it is going to happen. So don't be too stressed about it. I hear yes, absolutely. It's weird having the incense burning behind me like that as I'm like waving at it. Yeah, you are definitely going to get pregnant, but it is in 2 months, not this month. So next month. Okay.
All right. Amanda Stevens, 85, asks, will our house sell quickly?
Oh yeah, no hesitation there at all. I hear right away. As soon as you list, within a few days. Yeah, that's always a good thing, right?
Great, next question.
Yep.
Heidi asks, will we move to my uncle's house and look after my mama?
Yeah, but it's not going to be when you think. So I'm hearing September is what I'm hearing. So yeah, that's fun. It feels like a really good place for you too. Exactly where you need to be. Oh, thank you. You guys are so sweet. Thank you so much.
Okay, this person says, hello, I'm Claudia from Switzerland. Am I going to get a job?
Yeah, so Claudia, I want you to really get yourself out there and put your resume out as much as you possibly can. What I hear is within the next 3 months, you're going to find your very secure position. Okay, so there is going to be some opportunities coming up before that, but 3 months is where I see the job that's actually more ideal for you. Okay?
All right. Next question. This person says, hi, Rachel here from Montreal. Do my past loved ones have any messages for me? Thank you.
Yeah. So the very first thing that I hear for you, honey, is, really find your joy in what you're doing. So you're going to be shifting this year is what I hear, and you're going to be moving more into your authentic self, I guess is what I would call that, and just doing what is more in alignment for you. And what I'm hearing from your family is they're there to support the change. Okay. So don't be afraid to jump off that cliff. Do it. It's going to be the right change for you, and they're very supportive and really just want to see you feeling passionate about what you're doing. Okay. And there's so much love coming from them. There's 3 specific energies that come through that are just very supportive of you more than anything. No matter what you're doing, they're going to be there to support you. Yeah.
All right, next question.
Next question.
This person says, hi, AG from Frankfurt, Germany. Wanted to ask, do you maybe know how many children I will have?
I heard right away 3. So 3. Yay.
All right. This person, Daniela, asks, I lost my mom and my sister and grandma. Are they okay? Please, can you tell me?
Yeah, and it's funny because they're all together and it feels like they always come and visit you kind of together. Your sister visits you the most, but they like to come together and visit you. They're all about the female matriarchal energy. Very supportive of you in tapping into your feminine self, honey. So your sister and you have a really close relationship is what I'm hearing, and she visits you a lot in your dreams is what I hear. So if you're not already keeping a dream journal, please do, because you get a lot of communication from her in your sleep time. Yeah.
All right. Oh my gosh, why does it keep doing this?
What's it doing?
It just keeps moving up.
Oh.
All right.
Lots of questions.
Laura Watts, 18, asks, hi, will I move this year from Canada?
So it's going to be at the beginning of next year is what I hear. And it's all circumstantial right now, honey. That's the only reason why. Move in the direction of it. So please keep doing all of the things that you need to do to set yourself up for it. But it's going to be the beginning of next year. Yeah. Early spring is what I hear. So, okay.
All right, this person, Ruhani_151, asks, hello, I love your content. Will I get into my desired university?
Yes, you're actually going to have two options. So really look into both of them and make sure that you take the one that is more suitable to you, okay? But you will have two options.
All right.
Your Binks is coming in.
Oh, yeah, yes. Courtney Morgan002 asks, you predicted exactly when I would get pregnant. Any idea now if it's a girl or boy?
I hear a boy. So that's nice. Boys are fun. I have daughters, but my other sisters have boys, and man, they're so fun. Lots and lots of energy too. All right.
There are a lot of people on if you want to go over everything again.
Sure, yeah. So my name is Rebecca Dragonheart, and I'm a psychic medium. I've been a psychic medium now my whole life, but I have been doing my work now since 1993. I do private readings. You can book private reading with me on my website at RebeccaDragonheart.com. I also do have a Patreon account where if you follow there, you can have access to all of the live streams that I've done before, and that is the only place that you have access to it is through there. And then I also do have classes coming up for next month, and I will be doing one-on-one training with people as well. Yeah, aw, thanks guys. Hello, my kitty.
All right. Okay, Queen Stephanie78 asks, do you see me moving and where to?
So I do hear, but it's just not until next year. And mostly it's timing for you. You have to get things really in alignment. And I don't know why, but I'm being pulled towards California area. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right, this person says, hi, it's Kaija, or Kaija, I'm not sure. Will I make a lot of money in the future?
3-year goal is what I hear. So what you need to do, honey, is really figure out what your niche market is. I do feel that you are starting to do your own thing, but get your presence out there. Really use the internet, honey. So TikTok, Instagram, all of those platforms that really help to build your business. And what I hear is within 3 years, you're going to have a lot of money coming in. Yeah. But using your own talent, not working for someone else. Thank you for the gifts, honey.
All right. Next question.
Yeah.
Sarah asks, my mom recently passed. Any messages? I miss her so much. I'm from Canada.
She's so sweet. Your mom's energy is so lovely, honey. Quite gentle soul, and what she shows me a lot is what she does for you is comfort you a lot. So when you're in your space by yourself and you're feeling really down, she shows me that she's there. She sits on the bed with you a lot and she touches you, so she gives you this comfort. She's very, very careful about how she approaches you. For whatever reason, maybe you're a little bit afraid, so I would just be open and just say to her, Mom, show me that it's you. Okay, she honestly, honey, is never going to be gone out of your energy field. She feels very connected to you. And what I see more than anything is just how much love she has for you. So those days when you've been crying by yourself and whatnot, she's with you. You're not by yourself, okay? She shows me, especially in your room. So your room is a very important space, apparently. So she spends a lot of time there with you. You're not alone. Yeah.
All right. 1 second here. New people come on.
Oh, that's good. Hello, new people.
Okay, Heather asks, will I find love again? And if so, do I already know them?
You don't know them yet. There is somebody in your energy field that you could potentially have a relationship with, but it won't be your forever relationship. What I hear is within the next 2 years. You have some clearing to do, honey, so really get in there and get rid of this old stuff that's going on. And it's like a long time ago stuff as well. I'm hearing about 10 years back for you. You've got relationships, not just romantic relationships, but other relationships that you need to clear. And what I mean by clearing is just getting into a meditative state and letting go of things that no longer serve you, okay? So it's old ideas and things like that. So 2 years before you find your person. Aw, thank you, honey.
Next question?
Yep.
Anna Ree asks, hi, is there a spiritual reason my 7-year-old is not speaking yet?
So it's very interesting. what I hear is your little one is still communicating quite well. And there is a spiritual aspect to it where, some kids, and this one in particular, how they communicate is much more telepathic, and I'm seeing that very much so with your child. But I do feel that the communication is going to improve. You're not going to get regular communication the way that you're expecting, but it's going to be fine. Don't worry about that. There's definitely a spiritual reason for it, is because your child is more connected telepathically and doesn't understand this whole concept of using words, because that's not how your child communicates. It's more nonverbal communication. I had a little one that took a long time to learn to talk to. She was 3 years old before she even started talking. She used to try to talk to me telepathically all the time. She'd be like this. Like, I can't hear you, honey. I know I can hear that you're talking, but I have no idea what you're saying. Your little one is going to get better at communication. And I do feel like that there may be a tool needed. So what they're showing me is almost like an iPad, and it's speaking for them. Yeah. But you will get that communication.
Next question?
Next question.
Lady_Danielle asks, when will my mediumship start again? I don't know why it stopped.
So it's interesting. It didn't, let's rephrase that. It didn't stop. What happened is you needed to take a break. You were getting, what it feels like is like almost like your body was not able to handle it for a while. And so you were getting overwhelmed energetically. And so what happened is it feels like your guides kind of stepped in and slowed the momentum down. Honey, just when you're doing your work, you have to remember to clear afterwards. And that's the main thing. So as long as you're doing the clearing, you're not going to get overwhelmed, and your guides aren't going to have to step in. Just ask them to help you with that part of it so that you can have it come back again. You still have mediumship happening. It's just that it's not as dramatic as it has been in the past. That's all. You still have communication. You still feel things. You still see things. You still get information. Okay. So just be more aware of the fact that you do need to do the clearing afterwards, and every day. Okay.
All right. Next question.
You bet.
This person, Steph from Toronto, asks, do you know what country will I go abroad for acting?
It's interesting because it feels like you're all over the place. But for whatever reason, I feel you pulled towards Norway, which I think is bizarre. I don't even know if they do acting in Norway or not, but that's the area I'm feeling you pulled. But I see you all over, honey. So you're doing this a lot. Whatever's in Norway, there's something there for you. And then from there, I feel you going to the United States and coming back to Canada. You're like moving like this. And it's almost like you're following your job is what it feels like. So starts in Norway though. Whatever's there, go.
All right.
Okay.
This person did not attach a name.
That's okay.
It's gone.
Oh,
apparently not.
Okay, next person.
Okay. This person says, my dad passed in 2018. Can you tell me if he visits? Teresa.
He visits you, and there's 2 other people he visits, but he only comes when you need him, and it's not as much as it used to be, is what I hear. So you're in a better place now than you used to be. What I do see is he stands kind of in your bedroom, and then there's an area in the bedroom where I feel the energy standing there, and he just kind of watches, and he's very protective of you, definitely very supportive of you. And what I hear is really trying to get your attention. So when you're hearing knocking, you're hearing sounds, you're feeling things, start talking to him, because it's really his attempt at trying to get communication with you. Okay. He also says he sends birds to you quite regularly, actually. Thank you for the gift, honey. Next.
Callie asks, will my business expand, or what do you see next in business career move?
Yes. So it's interesting because I do see you expanding, but you're adding to the expansion. So the original idea is staying the same, and then we have this expanded idea, and we're adding things to it. So it's going to look a little bit different, the second part of it. And it's continuing to grow. 10 years down the line, honey, this is something that's going to be big enough that you're going to be able to sell. So if you don't want to continue doing it forever, it will be a business that's viable enough to be to secure your future. Okay. Oh, thank you, honey.
Alright. This person says, hi, it's Kaya. Will I make it into NYU? Thank you.
Yeah, I don't feel any resistance, honey. So, trust that. And what I hear is you're going to be very successful in it. So, yay, that's good. Career right away afterwards and everything. Oh, thank you, honey. Wow. Fire. Oh, thanks, guys.
Alright. One moment.
Oh, thank you, you guys. You're so generous.
Okay.
Oh, I love you too.
Kelly Ward asks. Oh no, the question went away. I don't know what keeps doing.
No, well, it's just because it's moving fast.
Yeah.
Can you find her again?
Yes.
Okay.
Kelly Ward asks, my boyfriend's family is selling their property. Where will we live and will we be okay financially?
Yeah, you guys are going to be more than okay financially. What I hear is the property is going to sell quite quickly and it's going to sell for more than you guys are even asking for is what I'm hearing. The area that you're moving into, it looks like it's an acreage. It's more in alignment with what you guys need. Definitely you guys need more property and you just need more space. The place is already ready for you. So as soon as you sell, you're going to find it right away. Yeah. It's a beautiful property for sure.
All right. Next question.
Next question.
This person, Heather Lee, 195, asks, when do you see me getting pregnant? I just had 2 back-to-back miscarriages. It's been hard.
Yes, sweetie. I heard October right away for you, okay? And, honey, I want you to understand that those 2 souls that didn't come through, they weren't necessarily the ones that were meant for you. Sometimes what happens is the soul gets so excited that it just jumps into the first body it sees, and unfortunately that wasn't the plan here. So this next pregnancy is in October. No problems. I hear it's going to be very successful and you're going to have that baby at the end, okay? That rainbow baby. I love that.
One second. Do you want to? There's 200 people now.
Sure.
Do you want to go over everything?
Go over everything? Yeah, absolutely. So I'm Rebecca Dragonheart. For those of you who have not seen me before, I am a psychic medium and have been since 1993. That's how long I've been doing this work. I do provide private readings. If you'd like to book one, it is first come, first serve on my website at RebeccaDragonheart.com. And I also do have a Patreon account if you want access to exclusive videos, lives, and things like that, which you can also find on my website. And has anybody been spamming you? No, it's been good? Perfect. Okay, so I don't have to go over the rules of spamming.
All right.
Aw, thanks, honey.
Haley asks, is my papa with me still? He passed about a month ago.
Yeah, so it's interesting because the passing was almost liberating for him. I don't know what he means by that, but it's almost like, got my mobility, feels young again. He presents himself in his young ages, so it's more like he's around 35, 40 years old is how he shows himself to me. And I mean, oh my goodness, such a active individual. And what he says to me is, I lost my ability to be active, and now I'm active again. Travels a lot is what I hear from him. So he does visit you quite often, but you don't need him as much as some people do, so it's only when you need him. And he says that he does hear you when you talk to him. Okay? Yeah.
All right, next question?
Yeah.
Denise asks, my husband is trying a new business venture. Will it be successful and can he handle this?
Yeah, so he needs another person to help him. He cannot do this by himself. And I do see that there is somebody coming in about 2 months. It is going to be very successful, and that's why he's going to need the support, okay? So tell him don't be afraid to ask for help, because he has a hard time doing that. He's a very prideful individual. So tell him, ask it when you need it. People are here. This person coming in is going to be coming in the next couple of months for him to help.
All right. Next question.
You bet.
Callie Rose from Wisconsin asks, does my Papa Jim have any messages?
So much love. And oh my goodness, he's singing. It's so funny because it's almost like I can hear him playing. I don't even know if it's like the banjo or the ukulele or something, and he's singing this song. I can't sing it for you. I really can't. But That's what he's showing me. And honey, oh my God, so joyful, very proud of you, and so happy for you. So whatever's happening right now, he is a part of that joy, okay? So just know that he is very present. He visits all of you guys. Like he spends his time, especially when you guys are doing family events, it feels like he's there and he's like the life of the party. Like literally showing me him playing. I don't know what he's playing. It looks like a banjo, I think, but very active individual in your life still. Oh, thank you. So make sure you're communicating with him, because the more we talk with our past loved ones, the more that they can communicate back to us, okay? Oh, thank you, you guys. You're so sweet.
All right. Caitlin here asks, what can you tell me about my pending divorce, please?
Good decision. And just trust, honey, what is coming forward for you. You know, you're going through a lot of emotions, and some of those emotions a little bit is like, did I make the right decision? Absolutely you did. And you're going to see that not immediately, but I do hear that, you know, within 5 years for you, by the end of this 5-year period, everything that you had hoped for in that relationship, you're going to have in a new relationship and more, is what I hear. So you're going to have a much better experience. You're going to meet your new partner in the next 2 years, is what I hear. And then, honey, everything is changing. So it's absolutely a positive thing, even though it feels sometimes like maybe you made the mistake. You didn't, okay? It was the right thing to do. And there's lots of angelic and love energy around it. So let it go with peace and love, okay? Because that's going to just bring you more of that. All right.
Next question.
Next question.
Diane asks, hi, how is mom and dad? Are they together?
Yeah, and you know, there's 2 other people there as well. So they have kind of an entourage with them, is what I hear. I hear your mom comes more than anybody to visit you, so you should really be paying attention, again, to your dreams. What I'm hearing is that you get a lot of messages and a lot of information comes in. You don't always pay attention, is what I'm hearing. So when you get those like fleeting thoughts, I guess is what you would call them, I want you to write those down, okay, honey? Because those are inspirational messages from spirit, and mostly from your family, is what I'm hearing. You have more people over there than most people do. So just be open and aware that they are communicating with you regularly. And somebody leaves you dimes and feathers as well. I think it's your grandmother. It might be. Yeah. But they're all there.
All right, next question.
Next question.
This person asks, do you see me providing guidance as a medium one day? And this is asked by Nikki.
So Nikki, it's interesting. I don't see you doing specifically mediumship work. That's going to be a part of what you're doing, but I actually see you doing more healing than anything. So if you're not already doing like some kind of, it feels almost like quantum healing. So it's a little bit different than Reiki, where you're working in different, how do I put this? Like dimensions. Yeah. Multi-levels. So it's different things, and you're bringing, oh, this is really cool. What I'm seeing is you're bringing the soul fragments back together. So this is something that you're going to start studying and working through. The mediumship is just going to be the added part of what you do. It's not the primary part of what you do. So you're really here to do the healing and bringing people together, or bringing them back into unity of themselves. So it's fractured people and people who are also struggling with past life traumas and things like that. That's what you specialize, or are going to be specializing in, is what I hear.
All right, next question.
Yep.
This person says, hi, my name is Anne from Finland. Please tell me, is my mom with my bro, and are they happy?
Yeah, so it's interesting because I feel your mom is, you know, she's a very strong presence. She was always very independent in her energy field, is what I hear. And oh my goodness. So whatever's going on right now with you, she wants you to have some major changes, and she's not, she wants better people in your life, is what I'm hearing from her. So she wants you to have better people around you, because you need a better support team. Her words, not mine. So that's what she wants to see. She wants to see you moving into a different group of people. Okay. Very supportive of you in particular, but doesn't necessarily like the team around you. So the people around you. Okay. And I mean, whatever it is, you know, but I do hear that you will have some really good people coming into your life in the next little while. And your mom is the one who's claiming ownership of that. Like, I'm sending her better people because she needs stronger people in her life. She doesn't want you to feel alone, and you're really not. Okay. Your brother does visit, but not as often. He has somebody else that he goes and sees. Yeah. Oh, thank you, honey.
All right. Oh, that's Tina Marie again.
Oh, thank you. Oh, you guys, thank you so much.
All right. Megan says, hello from Canada. Am I in the right career?
Yeah, it's interesting, Megan. Yes, you are, but I do see you expanding. So you're going to be doing some training or some upgrading. It's more like upgrading than training, and it's going to expand and open up many doors for you. So by next year, you're actually going to have a better opportunity given to you, where you're going to have the opportunity to grow in what you're doing instead of just having this like ceiling at what you're doing. My goodness, thank you for the gifts.
Always Tina Marie.
Tina Marie, you're amazing. Thank you, honey.
All right. This person says, hello, fellow Rebecca. I'm Bex.
Oh, hello.
And she asks, will love find me soon? I am alone.
Yes, by September, honey. Okay. So what I'm going to tell you to do is, so I have a video on how to manifest your perfect partner, and this works with manifesting anything, but in particular, your partner. Go watch that video. It's 60 seconds. It will bring this person into your life. I do hear by August for you, as long as you do claim what you want, because you haven't done that yet. You haven't really stated 100% to the universe, hey, this is what I'm looking for. Go claim it, okay? And you will have this person in your life this year. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for the flowers. Wow. Tina Marie. Me say, mwah, thank you, you're so generous. Oh, you guys, thank you so much. Okay, next question.
Yeah. Joanne asks, will my husband finally get his dream job and make us more financially stable?
Yeah. So I do hear it's going to happen, but it's more towards the later end of this year. Okay. So don't get disheartened over that. The later end of this year, he's going to get the job that he's been hoping and praying for. Okay. And lots of abundance. And I do hear within the next 10 years for you guys, you're going to have so much money that you're going to be able to just relax and retire. Oh my gosh, you guys are so generous. Thank you so much. Tina Marie, that's crazy.
And the other one is Irma.
Irma. Oh, thank you, Irma. You guys are so generous. Thank you very much.
And Kirsty.
Okay.
And growing 4.
Wow,
So
thank you guys. Okay, next question.
Yeah.
Oh.
One moment. Okay, Beverly asks, lost so much family and I wonder who protects me most and watches me.
So I hear your grandmother is the one that is the primary person in your space, but I do hear that there's a lot of activity. So like you're hardly ever alone is what I hear. And there's always something going on, lots of energy around you, and lots of movement, okay? But your grandmother is the one that I see the most, and she loves the kitchen. I don't know why she wants me to say it, but she says to say it. She loves the kitchen and just so supportive of you, honey. She loves you so much. And the family that comes to visit you, there's somebody in there who's very playful. So when you're hearing, the running up and down the stairs, or you're hearing doors and you're hearing knocking and things are going missing, that it's a younger individual that is doing that. So it's quite funny, but they do it to get your attention more than anything. And thank you so much, you guys. The gifts are incredibly generous of you. Next question, honey.
Yeah, actually, do you want to go over your website again?
Sure. Okay, so for all the new people who have just joined, I'm Rebecca Dragonheart. Thank you, you guys. I have been a psychic medium now my whole life, but I have been working professionally since 1993. I do provide psychic readings one-on-one with everybody. If you want to book a reading, it is first come, first serve. So please go to my website, RebeccaDragonheart.com, and book there. Okay? Oh, thank you, you guys. I just love you guys. You're so amazing.
All right. 76 Charlie asks, who will be with me in June during my surgery?
Oh, you have a few people. So, honey, you have an angelic angel. You have an angel with you, okay? And this angel is, I'm hearing Raphael. I don't know much about Raphael, but what I'm hearing is you do have Raphael with you. You also have grandparents, is what I'm hearing, that are going to be there to support you. Please, 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 before you go into surgery, call in your family to help support you with your recovery. Also, if you can, get some amethyst. It helps with physical healing, especially after you've had surgery, okay? But you have already angels with you that are healing and working on things. You're going to be okay, and you definitely 100% going to survive. So we're good. Oh, you guys, thank you so much.
All right. Christine asks, can you tell me who left me feathers? What does that mean?
So it's interesting. Feathers are just an easy way for spirit to be like, hey, I'm here. Okay. I'm not even sure where they get these feathers, but sometimes I find them in very strange places. What I'm hearing from you is it's actually a grandmother energy, and just a lovely individual, very family oriented, very focused on you right now. So you're going through a lot is what I'm hearing, or you're transitioning is really what's going on, and it's a support thing. So when you see those feathers, honey, it's just a reminder that Spirit's with you, okay? You're not alone in what you're going through, okay? That's the main thing. Thank you so much, honey. Is that Tina again?
That is Tina.
Tina. Wow. Okay.
All right. 1 moment. Could you remind people not to spam?
So guys, ask your question. Give us a few minutes. If I haven't answered, then you can ask again, okay? Because we always get a lot of questions and the screen moves really fast, and then my moderator can't catch a question, okay? Oh, thank you, you guys. So generous, honestly.
All right. This person says, hi, I'm Irma. Can you tell me what me and my husband are? Did we know each other in another life?
Absolutely. It feels like you guys have had 3 lives together, and it's interesting because you guys have had, the dynamic have been reversed a few times. And it's interesting because one of you has been a parent, and it feels like it's been you, been a parent, and they've been the child, which is where that dynamic comes into play. This time around, honey, it's about really clearing up old traumas from your past lives is what I hear. Okay, so you guys have kind of had some difficulties back and forth, and this is the life where it's going to be a much more peaceful resolution is what I'm hearing. Okay, so you guys are very bonded, and this is somebody that you wanted and brought into your life experience. Okay. Oh, thank you guys, honestly. Mind blown. Thank you so much, you guys, honestly. Next question, honey.
Yeah. 1 second here.
Oh, thank you.
Erin from Ireland asks, does my mom have any messages for me, please?
Yes, honey. So number 1, the first thing that I hear for you is you've got to work on your self-love. That's the message I hear from your mom. You are a beautiful soul, honey, and you don't always allow yourself to be seen. And what I'm hearing from your mom is just shine your light, honey. Just shine it. Your mom is so proud of you, and it honestly has been there every step of the way is what I'm hearing from her. So you are never ever without her. And she's singing this song, and it's significant to you is what she's telling me is something that was unique for you guys. And honey, just so much love from her and so much support from her. If you ever doubted, please don't, because she is very much present in your life still. Okay. Yeah. Tina Marie, honestly, I don't even know what to say. Thank you epically. So generous, honey. Thank you so much. All right, next question.
All right.
Oh, thanks, guys.
This is an interesting question. Desiree says, my son said, I remember when I would change your diapers. Was he my parents in another life?
Yeah, you guys have had role reversals as well, which is interesting. I had a little one that said that to me too. Remember when I was big and you were little? It's so fascinating when that happens. Please, please, please keep a record of your son's remembering of it. Okay, so ask him questions if he still remembers and what he remembers, and who he was, who you were, that kind of thing. Really ask him, what do you remember, what time was it like, what was it like, that kind of thing. Definitely he was your parent, but I also feel like you guys were siblings at some point too. So it's going to be interesting, the dynamics between you two, because your son is very aware and still open and still connected somewhat to his past life. That forgetting didn't really happen fully for him. And so, he's going to have a difficult time, I feel, going into that role of not being superior to you and being able to tell you what to do. So just be ready for that. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe you, Tina Marie, and everybody else.
Marie, I'm going to read your question.
Yeah. Does she have a question there?
Yes.
Perfect.
Tina Marie asks, anything from Mom and Dad for me?
Oh, honey, yes. Love you so much. That's the first message I get from both of them. Your dad is the one that he tends to step in during traumas and during things that are not going well. Your dad is very protective of you, like a papa bear, like scary in the way that he is. And with your mom, honey, she's very gentle, but also very, so what she wants to see for you is you finding your true happiness. And I don't know what she means by you're not fulfilling that right now, but she's telling me that you do have some really amazing things coming up in the next couple of years for you, especially your mom and your dad are going to be a big part of that. And they're going to be there for all of your pivotal things, okay? So please do not think that they're not. They are definitely a big part of your life. And somebody plays with, yeah, I think it's your dad. He's showing me tools. I don't know why. He's playing with tools and they mess with the electronics a lot. So paying attention. Also, your mom says she sends messages through songs. So it's really important that you pay attention to the music that you're hearing. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you guys. Who is that?
Sissy Lala 0213.
Oh, thank you, Sissy. It's so small I can't read small fine print. Next.
Right. Could you remind people not to spam, please?
Yeah, so guys, if you can ask your question and then just give us a few minutes. If we haven't responded, then we don't mind you asking again. It's just that there's so many people on and so many questions get asked at once that it just moves too fast. So just ask your question, give us a few minutes. If I haven't answered, then go ahead and ask again, okay? Oh, thank you, honey. Okay, next.
All right. This person asks, any messages from my buddy Goose that just passed Friday, and they didn't leave a name.
Yeah, you know, it's so interesting. The energy is fun, let me tell you. And like Goose shows me, I don't know, a pitcher, I guess, a pitcher of beer, and like I'm just the life of the party. Let me tell you, this individual is going to be at every event that you are involved in, okay? I'm still here, I'm still around is the main thing that I hear. And I do hear that, you know, Goose has been in your space and has been trying, like I hear heavy footsteps. So when you're hearing that, if you haven't yet, pay attention. But when you're hearing the heavy footsteps, that's just Goose being in the space, okay? Like what I'm seeing more than anything is like, I own the space. That's the personality. That's the energy. It's like, when I'm here, you know, I'm here. That's how it feels. So Goose is going to let you know. Feel free to talk to Goose and be like, hey, show me you're here. Give specific instructions. Okay. And you will get that communication that you're seeking, but definitely the life of the party is what I hear. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys, thank you so much. Wow.
Right, next question?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Sissy.
I know, I see that, Sissy.
All right. Shawnee Levin asks, my kids say I have a dark entity around me. Do you know who and why?
Honey, I don't see that. You know, what I feel is being misunderstood is maybe the heaviness of the energy that you're feeling, but I don't feel that there's an entity or anything attached to you in particular. What I'm going to say to this comment is start getting your mind right, honey, and start putting good things into your soul and no longer paying attention to things that are low vibration, okay? That's going to help shift you. You don't have anything attached to you the way that you're thinking. It is just what you're feeding your soul. Okay, so no more news, no more bad things. Social media, if it's negative, just pass by it. Don't watch it. Feed yourself with the light vibration, okay? And start meditating. It's going to help bring you up. What I'm feeling is this is just energy. It's not any one thing or one person. It's just energy around you. So it's almost like when you think of somebody who has depression or, you know, a heaviness to them, that's what I'm feeling. It's not an entity, okay? So it is separate from that. So you can bring yourself up from that energy and get yourself into the right state just by feeding yourself properly, okay? So start taking care of you and start loving you. Get some rose quartz as well, honey. Okay? Oh, right. Thank you, honey. Yeah, thank you, you guys, seriously.
Daisy Tallulah asks, I'd love to hear from my loved one. Can you please let me know if he's okay in the afterlife?
And it's interesting because I actually feel 3 people with you, and one is a little person. So I don't know if you had a miscarriage or if there was a miscarriage in the family, but there's a child around you, okay? And, you know, the energies that I see visiting, there are 3. So it's not just one. And you've got different tones is the best way to describe it. So you got somebody who's very loud, and it's almost like I announce myself when I'm here. This person is very you know, I need you to recognize that I'm here is how it feels. So please, if you don't already communicate to him, please start communicating more, because they really do want you to know and believe that they're there. What I do hear is that they visit you more in your sleep time, but the child running around, that one is like all hours of the night and day. Is what I'm hearing. And then you do also have a female energy with you who feels like she's been gone for a long time, and definitely older. So it may be a grandma or great grandma is what it feels like. Okay. So you have a lot of energy in your space. Just communicate with them, honey. Just be open and receptive to talking to them, and they will communicate back. When it comes to the male energy, what I hear is if you set, let's say, going to sleep, hey, I want you to come and talk to me in my dreams, they will for sure. His presence is very powerful and very strong in your space for sure. Thank you guys.
Next question.
Yeah, absolutely.
There are so many people sending presents.
Yeah, thank you guys. You're so generous.
Okay, Sissy Lala asks, will I have a baby?
Yeah, so you will be pregnant. You have the option, okay? So you can be pregnant this year if you want it to be, or it will be next year, okay? But you have to pick what you want. I feel you're ready now. So you most definitely could do that this year if you wanted to, but it feels like you're going to wait a little bit. So that's more a you thing, but you will definitely be having a child. Okay. I don't see any resistance or any pushback for that. Yeah. Aw, thank you guys, seriously.
There are a few people asking how to get readings.
Yeah, so I do private readings. You can book them through my website at RebeccaDragonheart.com. It is first come, first serve. There are testimonials, and I mean, I even have a testimonial video if you guys want to go check that out. You know, just... They're a 45-minute reading, and the reason why I do 45 minutes is because I've been doing this for 30 years, and what I have found is 45 minutes is like the amount of time that people need, and that's about it. You know, some people are a little bit faster, but never more than that. All right.
Oh gosh, we also have about 15 minutes left.
No. All right. There you go. And I did say it was RebeccaDragonheart.com,
yes,
right?
You did.
Okay. yeah, NLP'd me.
All right.
Aw, thank you guys. Seriously. I cannot believe how generous you are.
One moment here. So many questions about pregnancy. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
This person says, hi, Rebecca. I'm Samantha. Could you tell me when I'll be pregnant / conceive? Thank you so much.
Yeah. So I hear September, October for you, honey. Okay. So what I'm going to say to you is get out of your head and allow it to happen, okay? Trust that it's going to happen. Honey, you're meant to be a mom, and it's going to be a part of your experience, period, okay? So it feels closer to the September, but you're holding on to the energy so tightly because you want it so badly, okay? So just relax. One thing that I like to really suggest, which always works for all of my clients that have done it, is visualize yourself with your baby, okay? The best thing is just visualize rocking your baby or nursing your baby if you're going to be somebody that nurses, and it's going to happen without any issue. Okay. Yeah. No, thanks guys.
All right. Next question.
Yeah.
Pia or Pia asks.
P.S. probably.
Asks, are my parents doing well in heaven?
Yes, honey. You know, the space up there is incredibly loving, and you know, your parents visit you often. Your mom specifically, she tends to visit you a lot, and she spends a lot of time with you in the car, is what she tells me. So I don't know if you spend a lot of time in the car, but she tells me that she spends a lot of time talking to you in the car. So if you're not already communicating with her, please talk to her, because she's going to want that communication a little bit stronger. Do you have a photo of your family up? Like, put a picture up of your mom and your dad and communicate with them on a regular basis. That gives them more energy, so then they can communicate back with you. Your dad's super proud of you is what I hear, and oh my God, they love you so much, honey. Like, so much love. Absolutely, both of them are so proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing.
All right.
Yeah, my goodness.
I'm actually about to read this person's question. I put a spell on you. Chantel from Canada asks, who do you see around me and do they have a message?
Yeah, so you have, it's interesting. I see your guides, but I also see 2 other people, and they don't feel like family, but they're people who've passed on. It's a couple, it feels like, a man and a woman, and they're communicating with you quite regularly. Now, they feel like they were attached or a part of your family, a big part of your family, and somehow became a big part of your life after the fact. And what I'm seeing is, they've almost like, it's so interesting because they're showing me, like, I'm showing a light on your path. And when I see that, that means that these 2 people, this woman and this man, are the ones that kind of are guiding you to your alignment. So when they're showing me that, that's what that usually means. It feels like they were friends of the family or friends of like friends of the family is what it feels like. And honey, oh my gosh, you have so much potential for more is what they're telling me. So this year for you is really about your authentic self. Learn who and what you are, because you are so much more powerful than what you've been doing. So open yourself up to your own psychic gifts, because you're moving into a new alignment, and this couple is a big part of that.
Yeah. All right, next question. Anna from Switzerland asks, can you please tell me when I will get a new job?
Yeah, 4 months from now. So what are we in? May, June, July, August. I'm going to say August, September. Yeah. The job that you're looking for isn't open yet. That's what I hear. So you may get into something before then, but the job that's ideal for you is 4 months from now. Okay. So if you can hang on that long, please hang on. Yeah.
All right. This person says, hey, Ashley here. When will I meet the one, and will I foster my cousins?
So I hear for you it's closer to like November is when you're going to meet your person. And yes, a loud yes when it comes to fostering your cousins. Honey, I'm going to tell you this. You are such a lovely soul, and you deserve the happiness that you've been pulling for. Okay. So please open your heart up to understanding that you deserve these things that you've been asking for, and they're coming to you. You get out of your own way because you negate a lot. So you'll ask for something and then you're like, but I don't deserve it. So shift that. Absolutely 100% you deserve it. You're a great person and a beautiful soul, and you have done wonderful things for the people that you care and love about. So why would you not deserve it? Okay, so get out of your own way. All right. There's my lecture for today.
This person says, hey girl, when will my financial situation improve? My name is Levy from New Jersey.
So it's on the uprise is what I hear, but you aren't going to get reprieve, honey, for 8 more months. I'm sorry. But you are going to have abundance coming to you. So at least you're shifting into that. Really start focusing on how you're manifesting, okay? And that's a really big one. That's actually going to be one of my first classes that I do next month, is that manifesting in our inner dialogue. Honey, you just have to shift how you're manifesting, because, again, it's your inner thoughts that get in the way. Oh, thank you, hon. Next.
Ashley asks, will my future nutritionist business be successful? Thank you.
Yeah, it's interesting because I see you partnering with somebody else and expanding on what you're doing. So it's not just going to be nutrition. So you're having your own facility is what it looks like, but I see you having people doing massage. I also see you having a chiropractor, and I also see you having somebody doing Reiki. So it's a group effort is what I'm seeing. This is a new concept in your area is what I hear. So it's going to be very successful. I would also get a float tank. I don't know why, but they're showing me that. So it's going to be kind of like a retreat feel is what it feels like. So it's going to be bigger than you think. This isn't going to all happen all at once, just so you know. It is little baby steps at a time, but it is definitely going to expand into something bigger than you think it is. Yeah.
Great.
All right.
Second. They just go so fast.
They do go fast, I know.
What is your name? Avisha Wendy, that's a cool name.
That is.
Asks, will I get pregnant? I've been trying for 7 years, and will I become a resident in the USA?
Yeah. So yes for the residency, and I do see that you will get pregnant, honey, but it feels like you do need some assistance with it, okay? Again, use the same technique. As soon as you get your mind in the right place, your body is your temple. You have control over it. So picture yourself with a baby and you will make it happen. I know that it's been 7 years. Let's just pretend that never happened and don't focus our energy on that and focus on you want this child, right? But I do see you are going to need some assistance with it. Okay.
All right, next question.
Yeah. Thank you, hon.
Sasha asks, I'm wondering whether my daughter has any messages for me. Thank you.
Yeah. So, one, lots of love. Your daughter sends you animals, honey, and like obscure animals. It's not just like she shows me cats and dogs and birds and butterflies and things like that, but she sends also weird things. So when you're seeing a deer or you're seeing, an owl, which you wouldn't normally see just walking around, that's her. The main message is the love goes with us, and she has so much love for you, honey, and she's not alone over there is what she tells me. So there are other people that are with her, and honey, just try to find the joy and the happiness in your life. I know that it can be difficult sometimes for you, but she wants you to be happy because your time here is so short and so quick, and we sometimes long to no longer be here to be with the people we love, but that's not what she wants for you. What she wants for you is to find your joy and happiness now. Okay? So she has so much love for you, honey. And the animals thing, like, it's crazy. She's showing me like just weird animals that I'm like, okay. Even snakes, like, sends you snakes and all kinds of interesting things.
All right, next question.
Yep.
This person says, would love to hear from my brother that passed in my arms last year. Any messages for me? And This is for Amy. Yes,
Amy. So number one, honey, there's no more pain. Okay. And that's the thing that he wanted me to tell you. And absolutely, you gave to him exactly what he needed in the end, is what he says. And he will never forget that, and does not want you to forget how incredibly important you are to him. And he says to me, the main thing, because he kind of wants to repay you for what you did. I don't know what he means by that, but he wants to repay you for what you did. And so he is going to help you have a beautiful life, is what he says. And those are his words, not mine. So he is going to help you in bringing forward those things that you've been really wanting, and what you deserve, is what he says, more than anything. Okay, so please ask your brother, give him permission. The law of free will here, spirit can't help us unless we give them permission. So give your brother permission to help you bring the right people to you, the right career. The next 4 years for you is going to be a big change, and you're going to look back to this time and be really surprised how much has actually improved and grown in your life. But your brother is really going to be a big part of that. Okay, so give him permission to help you.
All right. Okay, this person, Amy from Toronto, asks, is my dad around me, and is he okay? And who is he with on the other side?
Yeah. So I see 2 women with him, and it feels like it may be a grandma and an aunt. And absolutely, he's okay, honey. Visits you quite often, but he also visits somebody else. So he shares his time, is what he's showing me. When it comes to you and your life, honey, just communicate with your dad. What I do here is he visits you more in the nighttime than during the day. And I think that's just when you slow down. You don't really pay attention during the day. You feel very busy. The energy is very busy, so you don't necessarily pay attention to him. So he doesn't bother visiting as much during the day. So if you want to see him while you're vibrant and awake, slow it down and pull him in. So think about him, talk to him, that kind of thing. But what I do get as a message from him, honey, absolutely loves you and so proud. I just saw an orb. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, that was awesome. That was awesome. So slow down and open up to communication with him, okay? He will visit you in your dreams very often, but you don't necessarily always remember them, is what he tells me. So, oh, that was really cool because it came up right from behind, and it's caught on film. Yay!
All right, next question.
How much time do we have left? Not very much, eh?
Not very much time. Why? Like 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Okay. Yeah. Let's be fast.
Pardon?
Let's be fast.
Yeah. All right. Lauren Renee asks, hello, Rebecca. Does my nan have a message for me? Is she okay?
Oh, more than okay. Very family-oriented woman. 100% is all about the family line. What I do see more than anything is whenever you're cooking and things like that, she's very much in the space. She tells me that she whispers in your ears what, when you get that inspiration of what you're putting in your food, that's from her. So you're not getting it from yourself, you're getting it from your grandma. Which I think is great. She loves to be with you when you're cooking, and when there's a lot of activity is what she tells me. So when there's a lot of people in this space, and I know because of everything that's been going on lately, we haven't been able to have as much activity as we normally would, but she's always a part of your guys' family stuff. So do please remember her when you're having a family function, event, dinner, whatever. Make sure she comes up in conversation so that you can keep her here, kind of thing, and not keep her here in a negative way, but in a positive way. It's sort of a sign of respect, right? So much love for you. And I mean, the cooking thing is hilarious because she's literally like, it's me. I do all the cooking, even though you're the one doing it all. She's cute. She's a cute lady.
All right, next question.
Next question, yeah.
Living Life is Lucy asks, will something romantic happen with me and Brian?
So you got to make the move because it feels like Brian is either unaware or scared. So, it's 2021. You could be the one to make the first move. Absolutely, right? Yeah. So, do it.
All right. Beck423 says, I lost someone very close to me when I was pregnant and told them before they died. Did he hear me?
Absolutely. Oh, I just got the shivers. Not only that, honey, but he's very much around you and still in your space. Your little one is connected some way to this person. So I would pay attention to what your child is doing and who your child is talking to or not talking to, as it may be, because you may not see that person, but definitely very interactive with you guys, okay? And really attached to your child for whatever reason, probably because of what you've said. Yeah. Don't worry about him. He's doing well now. Yeah. All right, next question.
This person says, will David make a move with me, and does my nono have anything to say to me? And they did not leave a name.
Okay. So again, with David, I feel not ready is what I hear. So probably not as soon as you would want. I feel if somebody's going to come into your life before he tries to do anything or even realizes that he should. When it comes to your grandmother, honey, oh my gosh, is she ever a big part of your space? And she tells me that, she visits you all the time in your dreams. So if you're not keeping that dream journal, start keeping it, because she gives you lots of messages and lots of interaction. I think you probably do remember dreaming with her. It's what it feels like anyways, at least a couple of dreams. And she visits you pretty regularly, and she says she visits another couple of people as well, but for you in particular, she just really wants you to know that she's there. Okay, so start keeping a journal. Oh, what is the disco ball? That's cool.
1,000 coins.
Oh, wow, thanks. Who was that? I didn't see. Yeah, thank you, whoever that was. I got distracted by the shiny ball. Got one?
1 second. Okay. Missy Boker says, hi Rebecca, will I get a promotion, and do my grandparents have any messages?
Yeah, I do see you getting the promotion, honey, but I also do see an opportunity coming up for you to switch companies. I'm sorry, but it is going to come up, so you will have a choice to make. What I do here is switching will be better because you'll have a bigger opportunity to grow with this company, where this one you have a cap, okay? The other part of the question was what? Grandma, right? I'm sorry, I missed the second part because I got caught up with that.
And do my grandparents have any messages?
Oh, okay. Thank you. Let me see. Grandparents. It's interesting because your grandma doesn't come through as much as your grandfather does. And what I do see is, oh my goodness, they're proud of you for sure, but your grandfather is the one that's most present in your space. So I don't know if you guys had a really close relationship, but you do now. So there's just so much love is what I hear more than anything, and just really proud of you, honey. So please keep doing what you're doing. Yeah.
Right, that was our hour.
That's an hour. Okay, do you want to do one more question?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do one more question. And while you're looking, I'll just let everybody know.
Sure.
So you can book a private reading with me, so don't worry. And I'm also always on live, so you can also come and try and get a question answered here as well. My readings are booked through my website at RebeccaDragonheart.com, and it is first come, first serve. Okay, guys? Question.
All right.
This is our sign-off question, guys.
Okay. This person says, this is Stephanie. We have been trying. Will I be pregnant soon? And do my grandparents visit me?
Yes, I do see you'll be pregnant within the next 3 months, honey, so don't stress anymore, okay? My candles are going crazy too. They're like flickering as I say it. So yes, 100% you're going to be pregnant soon. Ask your grandparents to help you get pregnant, and I know that sounds weird, but Spirit has the way of healing the body and making the body ready, okay? So ask them to help you with that, bring that soul into your life. What I do hear with them is they're very loving towards you and your family. Like they show me family is really important, and they always seem to come together. So it's never one or the other. They seem to be always together, and I think it's just because they were really close. So, you know, very supportive of what you're going to be having and what you're moving towards. But honey, really ask them for help, because they will help you get pregnant. I know it sounds weird, but they have that ability. That's it.
All
So
right.
thank you so much for all the gifts. You guys are wonderful, and I am so grateful for you. I will be on again. If you do want to book, head to my website, RebeccaDragonheart.com. Check out the testimonials. It is first come, first serve, and I am booking up quickly, okay, guys? So I will see you again in probably about a week, maybe a few days. We'll see, okay? Mwah. Love you guys. Bye.